That the scattering of the people of Israel was intentional. And in order to get them into the nations, to become the nations, literally, and that's why the name Abraham or Abraham is so interesting, because it means father of nations. So these tribes became the nations, and that's who we're reaching right now. Lost prodigal sons and daughters, and they're out there, and they have to respond to the Besorah, or the message of who they are, their identity as lost Israelites, and they don't maybe know which tribe they're of. They're probably a fusion of many tribes. Over the generations, everything's been recombined, and now we're responding because we're coming to our senses and realizing that we're being called back to the covenant. Not the land. The land is not what we're being called back to, but to the covenant, because in Deuteronomy chapter 4, and I think it's Deuteronomy 30, when these words come upon us in the last days, where he has scattered us, then we would return to him. Not return to the land. He's going to return us to the land, because it's a trap. A lot of people miss the subtlety of that. But 2008 is kind of a fuzzy period of time when those of us that have come to the knowledge of the truth and understand that we need to get back into the covenant and join to the covenant and become re-engrafted into the tree of Israel and become Israelites, and obeying the commandments of Yahuwah and holding to the testimony of Yahusha, both of those things, and forsaking the circus fathers, praying that deception doesn't take hold, nor falling for the Kabbalah of rabbinical Judaism. But then we can say, well, not to be hateful to either one, but to bring everything together again with the guidance of Yahusha's leading, and then we can become a family again, a huge one unity. We can all be on the same page with the Sabbath, the weekly Sabbath, and then the annual festivals, and we can understand the moon and why was Adam and Kawah thrown out of the garden? Because they did not obey. Why was Israel thrown out of the land over and over? Because they did not obey. And when we understand that we've got to obey, and we've got these teachers that are telling us, you can't obey. Give me the book, chapter, and verse on that. We desire to obey because he has inscribed his Torah on our hearts, where he said he would. These laws will be on your heart, and in your mind. And he searches minds and hearts, see if there's any that understand. And there's a few. And he said, when I return, will I find the faith on the earth? And I certainly hope he does. If he finds the fruit, if we see the fruit, we know that the people are in the faith. They're on the same page as far as loving each other, loving Yahuwah first, and loving each other, and not try to split hairs and try to get in arguments about what the difference is between a nook and a cranny. Let's go over that and forget that. That's child. That's what Shaul was talking about. What?